Hello everyone, welcome back to another Modern Masters Draft for the IncrediblePulp.com. I'm Dave Nunez, and I'm here with...
Hey, Carlo.
And this is an interesting first pack. Do you have a preference here?
This pack seems pretty weak. Like, I guess the best cards in here are like Spellstutter Spray. Oh god, Giant Dust Wasp is okay. Oh, this pack's pretty weak. What do you think?
Alright, well I've right-clicked the Spell Starter Sprite, and unless something changes in the next couple seconds, that's what we're taking.
Like all these cards are really playable, but they're not something you want to first pick.
No, they don't really... I mean, it gives us flexibility in terms of where the next couple picks go. Hmm...
Like Stealthy would get it.
I mean, that card's okay. I'm willing to pick it.
I just want to draft Giants for once. The deck looks sweet.
I mean, I've tried to draft it before. It didn't work out great because I had gotten cut without like really realizing it because I had 3 copies of the one that pyroclasms based on the number of giants you have.
We had 3 copies of that and got cut.
Yeah, like the first round I got paired up against the giants deck and lost.
Wow.
It was weird. All right, if we're not taking the Stone Hero Giant, what are we taking?
Well, we got the Torment. It's pretty good removal. Rid of Dragons, awful to suspend. Wood Readers is okay. Nothing to be doing.
All right, so I guess we're taking the Stone Hero Giant, but I'm not really committed to being giants yet.
This pack seems pretty good as well.
We'll look like geniuses if we open a sword, but
We'll just get a bonus one.
I mean, true. Ooh, I wish Cold-Eyed Selkie was better.
Yeah, me too.
Well, if not the Selkie, I could see an Aether Snipe, or a Death Rattle, or a Rift Bolt.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Basically, removal is my consideration here.
Yeah, I agree with that. The Hydro Snipe helps us stay on color more, but like, I don't think we really care about this. Also, just right.
Hmm.
We could go.
I mean, the Fairies deck is pretty sweet. Death Rattle is on color in the Fairies deck if that's where we end up going.
Yeah, but we have no way to go to that right now.
No, that's true. I mean, Death Rattle is just a solid card. I would not feel bad about playing, though.
I'm fine with that. I'd say it's either out of the Riftful. I like over Hydro Snipe, but
Okay. I think I'm going to take the Death Rattle.
sounds good.
Well, then.
That's a cooking set question.
That's... yes. I forgot to mention that. My Giants opponent had a Country Sky Crusher. I had Hillcomer Giant. I thought that was my trump.
So, black is a war dude. He's okay.
Or a Fairy Mechanist. It does have creature type Fairy.
That is yeah. This pack, I'd say like the Weird Mechanist or the God, I don't know.
Like, if I take a Crusher, it's not the end of the world.
We have 2 pretty good giants.
And, like, that gets us started off in a decent direction. It makes me kind of sad that I chose the Death Rattle over the Rift Bolt, but, like, I'm not really going to beat
Wait,
myself
click
up
on
over
the
that.
Crusher. Because we're out of time.
Yeah. That's where we're ending up with.
Like,
Nice,
we can
solid.
try and wheel the few kills worked. Which if no one else is in giants, probably.
I mean, yeah, that's usually the sign whether or not they're in Giants.
Alright.
If we are in Giants, Crush Underfoot is insane.
So I'm glad we have 4 picks in and 4 columns. And then we see an Imperious Sword.
Yeah, and based upon the number of 2CC cards, I don't think we're casting an Imperious or anytime soon.
If we're going to be in giants, I do like the Crush Underfoot. If not, I like the Stick Reader.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to take... currently, I'm right-clicked on the Crush Underfoot. Also, things to note that I didn't realize the first time I drafted, which you'll see in the recording. Um, the
It's
goblin that makes
trying to
giants
be
cheaper
Russian.
makes crush underfoot cheaper
Oh yeah.
because it is a tribal instant giant. Let's go for it.
And it's one.
And punished immediately. ah. Well, I'm right clicking on the dream spoiler, which is because if we are not in giants and we're in fairies, I think that's the best card for fairies.
We're solidly in 2 decks. So in 45 cards, we can draft 23 in one deck, 22 of another.
Well, if we draft any number of bone splitters, that's just in both decks and we're fine.
That's true.
We can just be Sam Black and you didn't see this deck before, but
That'd be game one going from giants to fairies. That'd be sick. I don't think that's gonna happen, but
I'm kind of hoping that doesn't happen because neither of those decks could be that good.
okay. I guess as a cat consideration. That seems like the best card in this pack.
Hmm. So I either feel like blinding beam or careful consideration, depending on which deck we are.
This is going well for us. Like it's weird. See, we saw what Stone Healer second and Crusher fourth.
Yeah.
That's rough.
I'm gonna right click here just so I don't lose a pick. But
Maybe careful consideration seems fine.
I'm not really convinced either way.
Something right. That's good for So if we're going fairies, it's probably the Radiance Crime.
I don't know. Like I think we gain more by taking a Saltfield Recluse here than we do by taking a Peer Through Depths or a Raven's Crime.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's a solidly in 2 decks.
I mean, it's one of the greatest parts about this format is because decks are so deep. Like I don't even feel that bad about having not committed yet. Like I haven't lost a tremendous. Like I haven't seen any card here where I was like, oh shoot, I can't believe I'm not playing that card.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so you got our first pack back, and it still doesn't tell me where I want to be.
Nope. Well, if we wheel that few killer's verdicts, that'll pretty easily tell us.
Yeah. I'm gonna right click on the Otherworldly Journey. I think it's better than Test of Faith. I'm not 100% sure, but
It's pretty close.
Otherworldly
Test of
Journey has some sweet plays in the Giants deck when you flicker your Stormblind Giant and get another ETB trigger. Kill all the things.
Alright, well, now we could take the test of faith.
I think so, yeah.
If you kill his verdict was in the pack with the Crusher, right?
Yep,
So that'd be 2 more picks. I don't know, I still might even have a hard time wheeling with just like 3 cards up in the back.
that's
4
true.
cards. It'll be 4 cards that we won the last 4.
I think Fairies might be the best card. I mean, Spell Stare might be the best card for Fairies, but
There's the Ivory Giant.
I think it's.
Ivory Giant.
I don't really like it, but it's probably the best card of these 5.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the drafter to our left, just when he starts passing right, sends very clear signals of, hey, you're an idiot, take this deck.
Alright, so we didn't get the few killer's verdict.
So then I'm either Logic Nodding or Sting Scourging.
Yes.
I'm right clicked on the Logic Knot. I don't know.
I don't think Sticky Scorch is too big of a loss either way.
No. Well, here I guess I'm right clicking on a Brute Force, but. Like, I wouldn't feel awful playing it as like a 23rd card or whatever, but it's not amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, even 14th picks. I guess Perilous Research is better for the Fairies deck than Brute.
All those chains with Masali and Bears.
Alright, so I'm just gonna Can I slide you guys over and make 2 decks and see how we're doing?
You can't believe this, but
All right, so
there's an adult Valkyrie who's pretty insane.
yeah, I mean 4/5 flyers that make creatures ridiculous is ridiculous. So
Yep.
I'm gonna right click on that.
Is right.
I think it makes us more solidly into giants because we have a reason to be in those colors, like a bomb.
Well, I think we're solidly money. It doesn't have to be giants.
I guess that's true.
Like either way we go with our undercolor is really saying it.
That's true. Because we didn't take a tremendous amount of black cards, so maybe we don't end up fairies and we just end up like blue white or something. Blue white not affinity. But yeah, the Valkyrie is like a home run swing here.
Yeah. Some other food kills verdict. There's I actually like veteran armor a little bit.
Yeah, Veteran Armor is fine. I died to a Meadow Boon earlier. That card is definitely okay.
I played with it once, never got to cast it, so that was really strong. It's also a thunder giant that I'll probably do. Hammer enough. But you can do this. That's a
Hmm.
Grand Arbiter. We could just do that.
We could.
Grand
Um,
Arbiter's pretty good.
it
I
works
think it's better than Pestilite.
reasonably well in conjunction in our deck.
Don't buy what takes with Grand Arbiter.
Blue white value deck. Um, what are we losing to do that? Hillcomber Giant, Stink Drink or Daredevil in out of the Giants deck. Torn of Stone out of the Giants deck. Pest. I've cast Petals like many times. I've definitely overvalued Petals in this format because it's not that good. Like it is a draw 3, but you just like don't actually have time to just sit there and Petals.
Of course you would not Petals. This is me with draw 3 cards.
But yeah, I'll give this Grand Arbiter a shot. This could be a thing.
I played it once and it was really good.
I think is Thirst better than Gifts? Or are they reasonably on par?
I think because we can't use our graveyard, that Thirst would be better. We don't have an artifact to discard, but I don't know. Who played with the gifts tonight? Ricky?
No, Ryan.
Ryan, how do you like it?
I don't know that he ever cast it.
Alright, so just tell us.
I mean, the thing about Gifts is you have to consider like what Gifts is getting for you. And Gifts is most of the time just getting the 4 best spells out of your deck, and they're taking the best 2 and putting them in your graveyard, and then giving you 3 and 4.
So right now, I'd be like
So we're like yeah, binning Valkyrie and Arbiter and getting 3 and 4.
getting like Stone Doer Giant and Factory Giant, maybe?
I'm gonna right click on it. This pick easily could have been the Thirst for Knowledge because that makes your draws a little bit easier, but
I think it's Thirst for Knowledge. Okay.
so I'm right clicking on the Kataki for random value. This is a Phantom Draft, not money value, play value. There's not much else that we're like seriously interested in picking here, right?
No. Like, we passed another electrolyze, which kind of sucks.
Yeah. I don't know, like even just as a 2/1, I like Kataki better than the Perilous Research, which is like the only other on-color card.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of Brown's research.
So let's just take the Kataki and see how that turns out. Hmm.
That's a draw.
Yeah, but we're not playing green.
Just take draw and play 5 color.
I don't think that's going to work out very well.
Alright.
How many fairies have we previously taken up to this point? 1, 2. So Latchkey Fairy is not very good. How was Pallid Microderm as just a 2/4 for you today?
Never drew. I think myself in.
So I'm going to right click on the Latchkey Fairy just because it is a flyer. I think that provides us more value than a Pillar Field Ox with Slate upside.
Yeah, the best card is back to blacks. Well, okay, the best card is creepy, but
No, I didn't even really consider that maybe I should be taking... No, taking the Marshal Order and cutting white seems very aggressive here. So it could be the Vivid Meadow, the Vidalcan Dismisser. I don't think it's the Mechanist based upon our 0.
do hide the black and red and sort by cost.
Alright, let's do that. Hide,
I want to see how this dismisser is going to be.
hide. I mean, one of the things about drafts is it's always possible to get more 6s. Like, always.
I'd be okay with a dismisser.
I do think it's alright.
It's either that or Vivid Meadow. I don't
Yeah.
think we're losing too much by it. We're only playing 2 colors so far.
Well, that's Akira.
Okay.
That
So we'll just slam the Kira.
went very, like... There were 9 cards left in this pack. Meaning that 6 people pick things that are not Kira.
6 people.
Definitely okay with that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's like the third time on the spell we passed.
It's just... It's, like, really awkward that it's an artifact and in the Rebels deck. Like...
Yeah. Kind of like Shrapnel Blast on red.
Yeah.
Artifact.
Exactly like Shrapnel Blast. So we could take a Logic Knot. We could take a Dispeller's Capsule to board. I don't think we actually want an Ethereum Sculptor.
We already have a lot of that, so I'm good around this spell.
Yeah, I think we gain more by picking the first Logic Knot than the... I mean, the first Dispeller's Capsule than the second Logic Knot.
You can always get the Speller's Capsules, but
Yeah. So how good or bad is Otherworldly Journey now? It's a non-bow with Sprite. I think we just take the armor as a 2-drop.
it only works with Ivory Giant without Dismisser.
Yeah. I think the armor is just a 2/2 is better.
So yeah,
Let's do it.
I like the armor.
I think
Dismisser made for 52.
Hillcumber Giant main?
I'll just say it spells there. You can take the Pilgrim
I mean, I've played a reasonable amount of this format, but not so much that I can tell you whether or not Spellstare is good. Like, I'm not super excited to be playing it, but I think the enlistment... Oh, that's one of the times where I didn't mean to do that. I could hate a card here. Because I don't really care about this Homunculus.
Walker of the Grove is hard.
Okay. Is Street Wraith any good?
I mean, it's limited life if that card deck. You can take the Street Wraith card. There's that card deck.
Whatever, I'm taking the Street Wraith over the guy.
So no one's playing it.
Yeah, either they're letting that go very deep or it's not happening. So I'll take the Thieving Sprite, particularly because we already have a Kataki, but not going to lose to the Artifacts deck. And maybe we end up playing some amount of black.
I mean, Kataki's only a 1-up, so. But I guess when you draw 1-ups, it's perfectly okay. No response.
Whatever. What? Something one-ofs?
I think Kataki's only a 1-up, but I guess when you draw 1-ups, it's perfectly okay.
We've got a gifts. Well, Kiga, Snack Pick.
Alright, we're in the right colors. Not listen. Kiko Real Visions, probably.
Definitely possible. I'm kind of saddened that we have to pass a Executioner's Capsule, but...
And I have the black again, that's what I did.
Yeah, I didn't take the,
Yeah, this guy is really sweet.
I still have no equipment to make Stonehooer Giant a reasonable card.
That's a 5-mana 4/4 without it,
I
Vigilance.
mean, 5 mana 4/4 Vigilance, yeah.
That's okay, that's 4 mana.
That's true.
I mean, a lot of this is like, there's not much that's open for.
I mean, it just feels like there are a lot of things that are fives because of, green giant dinosaurs.
But it's only the dinosaurs.
Hmm,
And if we face that deck, we can just wonder about it.
that's true. So I've not played enough games with Scion of Una, but it seems like a sweet one.
How many fairies do we have?
Um, one, two.
Oh, 3.
What's the
Change
third?
this fairy technically.
Eh. Am I passing up anything? I'm passing up a blinding beam to take it.
I can like find it.
I
I
don't
just
know.
overpaying on fairies for sign up.
I'm kind of willing to like take a bad blinding. Like I know blinding beam is very good, but I don't know how good Scion of Una is, so I kind of want to test it.
Are we really gonna play it now?
I mean, maybe. Like the thing is, like it's very easy to have a deck with way more than enough playables, and like there's a small chance that I play in the PTQ on Magic Online for like $45 or whatever.
Alright, take this out.
So like I just want to test it. It could be completely wrong and awful and never anything more than a 1/1 flyer, or like I could have equipments that I can't put on things because I'm dumb, but it's a chance I'm willing to take. I don't think Ruin Stalactite is the kind of equipment that I would just snap up. I
It works with Scion of Una.
mean, technically it does, yes. Um, it's probably the careful consideration over the Vivid Creek. It's definitely the careful consideration over the petals. That's not really a question.
Yeah. I think it's good. It's again only 2 colors. Like, mana's not that bad in 2 colors.
No, yeah. I mean, one of the great decks about the things about playing decks that have the potential to draw cards. See, we could. Oh God, got to take an Ephemeron over a Sprite, but I would love to take a Sprite.
Yeah, Femlon is insane.
Like one of the great things about playing a deck that draws more cards than one per turn is, assuming you can hit the cards that draw cards, you're less likely to be mana screwed or flooded. Yeah, I wish if the Ephemeron wasn't here, I'd be so much more happy to play a Sprite, but 4/4s.
I remember some people were calling, I don't remember that card name. I hate when I start trying to tell stories and I can't think of something important about the story. Cloudflip Raptor. They're calling him Aaron Ephemeron. That's effectively what he could do. So, erratic mutation. How do you feel about that card?
Mm,
We have a bit of other teams.
I hate passing Wrathy Trappers.
Just pass one last back to her.
I know. Still hate passing them.
Like, I don't mind taking that mutation. I mean, we need some sort of removal.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I agree. Not super
It's not
excited
that
about it,
good, but
but I agree. I don't think I have anything I really want
so
to.
right now our gifts ungiven gives us probably Great Arbiter and Aaron Ephemeron. Something of Memphis.
Yep, I agree.
Card's awesome.
This Great Heart's not even that bad either, though.
I mean, Jack's again.
What are you trying to do?
3. We can cut the Hellcrow Giant. Are we at levels 22?
Yeah, it's about to be. Yeah. Oh, this pack.
Challenge.
Man, would I love to go to Value Town with a Dragon Storm. Tried to do it before, but it's a trap.
Dragon's a dragon.
It is, but getting to 9 mana to cast Dragon Storm and get one dragon is not going to win you games.
But yeah, this next really good. So
Yeah, definitely better than the Gleam, I think.
I mean, I might look at it as a cash fine.
So I think Dramatic Visions is better than Pact.
I don't know. It's really close.
I mean, you're going to end up paying the same amount of mana for them if you cast them. However, with Pact, you get it on a payment plan. You can pay it later. But Dramatic Visions, you can just basic land cycle it if you're screwed in the early game.
Back allows you to tap out.
That's true.
I'm not sure about this pick.
I don't know. Traumatic Visions also is better with Erratic Mutation, which is narrow but not impossible to happen.
Alright. God, if we read Interesting.
I think maybe Visions over Giant. It makes me sad I didn't take the Pact, but
Nothing relic here?
maybe.
Are we gonna play 2 traumatic visions?
No, you're right. You're right. I'll take the Relic as a board card. That's definitely a solid pick.
We'll go to Scope, right?
It's okay. It costs a lot.
Which costs like 7 to entwine?
7 to entwine, yeah.
That was a lot just to get +2/+2 play.
Would we rather have that in our board than a 2/2 flyer, or
I don't know. I don't think we ever played this with it, right?
yeah? Well, we're getting a 2/2 flyer.
Yeah, all the Hillcomer Giants. Just mess with anyone playing red.
I'd consider it. I think we get more from that than the pedals.
Yeah, I don't think we need a second journey. They're in the cup.
Yeah.
You never know.
In case we run into that super crazy artifact deck and we board in our Fairy Macabre and our Relic.
And then 2 mind figures.
It might even have been 3.
Might have been 3 actually.
These last couple picks are Oh, last pick in the Dragon Storm.
Yeah, man.
How will they ever deal?
Can't deal with the Dragon Storm.
Alright, so in, in. We have actual no equipment to get. That's fine, I guess. Well, that's 22.
You need one more? What does the other road journey do for us?
Does that do more than the Test of Faith?
The other road journey does either snipe. It's kind of when it dies or
Dies.
okay. It's only Gator snipe? No, Ivory Gaia.
Could also play a Hillcomer Giant. Oh, I forgot a Spellstutter Sprite. Never mind. 7-10 split. I might go 9-8.
Yeah.
I'll give that more thought in a sec. One,
What's Kaiga?
2, 3. Kaiga is a dragon spirit.
I'm sorry, not Kaiga. Oh, it's Spirit?
Yes, all of them are actually dragon spirits. You can thank Kamigawa for that.
I think Cheer, but I remember it's Spirit.
Kira is also a spirit.
Is it a Merfolk Spirit or just a Spirit?
I believe it's just a spirit. Yep.
Oh, okay. Guess we're just wrong.
I mean, it was. I'm telling you, man, Champions was mono spirits.
We need to soul shift, of course.
Alright, I need to move the Ivory Giant and the Ephemeron because this deck looks way too mana heavy to me, but I just have to warp perception of things. We're a little high towards the 6, but we have a Traumatic Visions to help with that problem. I think
I don't
that's
know about the Scion in my deck. Seems to me like a 3 mana 1/1. It's 2. Crazy.
two other fairies that it can pump. It's got Flash. It's a 3 mana 1/1 flying Flash that prowls for our Latchkey Fairy and protects both of them.
I don't think that's good for you.
I mean, what would you play over it?
Probably for the test of it.
You play the Test of Faith over the Scion?
Yeah. Well, Scion just doesn't do it.
Alright, you've sold me.
It'd be fine if we got some fairies, but
Whoa, why did their opinion all of a sudden change and it's 10-7 in Blue's favor?
since I'm in this favor.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Alright, I feel like 9-8's the way to go.
Yeah, that sounds good.
With double mana, Dark Refractories, and Stonehewer.
Yep. I'm okay with that.
Alright, everybody, I'm going to submit this deck, and I'll see you all for round 1. Oh, God. Just pause.
Can you find the pause button?
Pause, recorder. No. Why are you doing this to me?
That's good.
Alright, hold on. If I move over here.